Hello. All right, so today we're gonna showcase two more automations that act as assistants. Um, Previously, we've shown Billy and Vernon. These were automations that covered um, human-in-the-loop type of functionality. In other words, yeah, they'll pull in a person when they need support, or just provide a status update on what they're doing. Today, we're going to showcase uh, observation use cases. And again, do note that these are just demos, these are not products. The idea is that you use Solvent-Botworx to create your own automations that have variations of these type of functionality. So today we're going to demo Watchman and Nanny. As you can see there, Watchman plays the role of a security guard that watches your premises, and Nanny is a playground monitor. You can imagine watching kids playing in a yard. Let's open up the configuration and take a look. So if we open up automations, go to experiments, Watchman's configuration is here. If you open that up, all the instructions that guide Watchman's behavior is in here, just as with Billy and Vernon, and pretty much any other automation. Same deal for Nanny. We're going to run these manually. They can run as background tasks, just as with Billy, but for this example, we'll just run them directly. Let's clean out the session inside which we're going to try to run them. And these observation use cases, they are dependent on the media capabilities of, in this case, the browser. So they capture feeds, they rely on captured feed, whether it's video, image, or audio, to provide the service that they're going to provide. We have built in the ability for you to use Botworx to do this capture. There is the audio visual recorder. You can use it to capture media, and there is a configuration tied to it. If you open up your config and you go to shared, I think under miscellaneous, might be under task schedule, yes. So AV recorder as an audio video visual recorder has all the settings that control how often you want to capture content, like image snaps and video capture and audio capture, the frequency, and the cleanup setup. So that's available in there. And we can take a look and see where the feed, I have this running on a cell phone right now that's acting as the capture device. You can't see it, but you can see you can open up our capture location and you'll be able to see the feed that's been captured. So here's our location. This is live feed. We have images and we have videos. So this is coming from a separate instance or open session of the Botworx instance feeding the content in here. So now we're going to have Watchman take a look and see what's going on. So we open up Watchman. Again, as I mentioned, this can run as background task, just as Billy and Vernon. So let's run this. And just as with other things, that's a background task, meaning it can do what it's doing, if it's running as a background task, it can keep doing you can keep doing what you're doing while it works on your behalf. And I should note, again, these are just examples.
Edmund, this is Watchman, your security guard. I have observed several things of concern. There are several cars on the street. Some appear to be moving. There is what looks like a red car that seems to have just parked or is about to leave. There is also a person walking on the sidewalk next to a white multi-story building.
Okay, so that's Watchman's report. This is live feed that it's copying, that it's observing and reporting on. We can take a look at what Watchman did. He read the feed, and here's the actual image that it's reporting on. And it provides information which we then use to do the speech and all of that. So Watchman's behavior and what he should watch for is all based on the instructions that you provide. So there are a million different types of use cases for observation, whether it's something like a security guard, which is just an example. It can be, site, on-site type services. Think of city services where you have, people going out to do work. You may want to observe certain things, potholes, all kinds of, outside observation use cases can be tackled with this, both personal and business-wise. So we'll close Watchman, and I'll run Nanny now. Nanny's probably not going to say anything, but she'll still report if she observes anything. So let's run this. Currently, Watchman only reports what he sees, but you can plug in all kinds of things in there. It could send notifications, text, voicemail, email. It could trigger, let's say, an alarm if there's something really of concern. There's an API you can plug into that. The assistant can trigger that. So there are all kinds of things that you could do as a result of the observation. Okay, so Nanny is quiet because Nanny is programmed a certain way. She usually doesn't say much because she's supposed to watch for certain type of things. But here's the output. Here's the actual textual output. It says there are no children present. I see a rooftop hole and blah blah blah. So Nanny's not seeing anything concerning. Also, why you didn't hear any speech, because this particular automation is programmed to only speak when there is something of concern. In other words, when this variable is true, then it will actually speak, which makes sense, because if you have a monitor, you don't want it constantly reminding you that everything is good. So this is example of the things you can do with the observation capabilities that we've added. It's very cool. There's almost limitless possibility in terms of what you can set up. So you have a feed here. It'll continue to capture for as long as I maintain the device. It'll capture and prune things for you so it doesn't overwhelm storage. All of that is configurable. Thank you very much.